And we back! Today we're finding and watching the career of a generational talent. Now, there's been a lot of videos on this channel where we see somebody get drafted and they're an 84, 85 overall player, but they don't end up being generational. Now, when we say generational player, first of all, I turn the draft quality all the way up to 100 to give us a good chance. When we say generational, we really mean generational. Now, generational gets thrown around a lot these days. I feel like every single draft class over the last 10 years has had a generational player, whether it be Zion, whether it be Wembanyama, whether it be Cooper Flag. Nobody's really saying that about Reach, I say. But like for a lot of the times, they be using that word generational. Luka Doncic was a generational prospect, even though he was the first overall pick. I mean, generational. This video is brought to you by SeatGeek. Hit the link in the description. Use code Kenny10 for 10% off your purchase of tickets. SeatGeek take tickets from all over the internet and put them in one central location for you, whether it be a sporting event, comedy, Broadway, concerts, festivals. If you need tickets, you got to check out SeatGeek first. I said it before, but every single event you see me go to that a ticket was involved, best believe I got that ticket on SeatGeek because it is super simple. It is almost football season, ladies and gentlemen. So let's say I want to go see Vikings versus Bears on September 8th. I already got to sort it by price. It's a pretty expensive event, but I like to sort by deal score. These are the best tickets for the best price. This one right here is section 317 club, and it is the aisle seat. Is that a new feature? I didn't know they told you that. We got aisle seats, and then if you click on it, you see the picture of what you would see at the game. It really is that simple. With just a couple more clicks, I would have been able to get my tickets. Code Kenny10 works whether it's your first time person tickets or your millionth time person tickets with SeatGeek. Use that code, 10% off. Appreciate SeatGeek again for sponsoring this video. This is how we're going to determine whether a player is not generational. First of all, they have to be a high overall player coming into the draft easily. Like, you can't be generational in the first year of your career. I guess you could be generational in the first year of your career. You're not that great. Because I think Giannis is generational, but he wasn't looked at. Anyway, we want somebody to be generational from the start. So you have to be drafted high. The second thing is, when we go over to your ceiling, you have to have the ceiling of a top 10 player of all time. We talking to MJs, the LeBrons, the Elijah Wands, the Abdul Jabbars, the Magic Johnsons, the Larry Birds, and then so on and so forth. Because we can have a player who is an 85 overall player as a rookie, but also his ceiling is like Yao Ming, which is a great ceiling. Yao Ming's a Hall of Famer, but that ain't generational. So we're gonna see how long it takes us and what this player turns out to be. Leave a like, subscribe, let's get into it. Like you saw, we've already done our fantasy draft. We already did all of our settings. I'm trying to figure out how I play this though. Hold on. I guess I should only control one team, and if I had to pick, I'm gonna pick my team. But also, I'm gonna turn prospect scouting off, which means that I do the scouting, but they do everything else. They're going to do the draft, they're going to do the trades, they're going to do all of that, but I'm the one that's going to do the scouting because I need to see. If we did zero scouting, we can't see the ceiling and the floors of these players. I don't know if this is going to happen in year one because that dude up top, because we did auto, this dude up top, Chris McMillan, he's a B+, so he might legitimately be generational. He's only 18 years old. I don't know. We got to scout him to see. But can you imagine if the first year we do this is the year that the generational prospect comes out? That would be good luck. That would be really good luck. So we're going to scout him and then just the top two dudes because we don't care about nobody else. And I think if you only scout a couple at a time, you're going to scout them faster. At least that makes sense in my mind. I don't know if 2K ever programmed it that way, but in my mind, if I only scout one guy and I'm sending all of my scouts to that one guy, then in theory, you know what I'm saying? At least that's the way it works in MLB The Show. Hey, but you know, now this is interesting. Chris McMillan has the ceiling of Hakeem Olajuwon, which is one of the names we said, but we're not going to count him yet because it says All NBA and not Hall of Fame, right? I know that we talk about semantics here, but in my mind, it has to say Hakeem Olajuwon Hall of Fame, and nobody else here should be able to do that. So even though this dude is a true 84 overall, he legitimately might be generational. Don't get me wrong. But I'm not going to classify him as the guy. I think we're going to continue to simulate until we maybe find somebody else. But we will check in on Chris. Don't get me wrong. We will check in on Chris because he might be that guy. Hakeem Olajuwon is one of the guys we mentioned. But like sometimes you've seen these videos. Sometimes it will say LeBron James, Hall of Fame. It's like, oh yeah, that's the guy. Also, his floor is, what was that, Dino Raja? Did I read that right? Which is good. But I don't know. What's the best floor we've ever got for a player in this type of video? I don't know. But we're going to continue to send. Wembanyama's numbers are ridiculous. 36, 12, 3, 2, and 1.5. Golly. Here are all the other numbers. Jason Tatum plays for the Lakers, which is funny because y'all remember when Jason Tatum was a rookie and they were comparing between him and Kyle Kuzma. I remember those days. So that's interesting. What if Kyle Kuzma played for the Celtics right now? That's interesting stuff. But here are all the awards. Again, yeah, we don't care about none of this first year. It's really about year 2 and year whatever. After this, the Bulls did make the postseason. They lost in the first round. James Harden in the Mavericks versus Anthony Edwards in the Miami Heat. End up being Anthony Edwards in the Heat, baby. He's like Dwayne Wade. Keyshawn. Oh, I thought it was Keyshawn George, like rookie Keyshawn George with 25 and 5. No, it's Keontae George, which is still a young player too. De'Aaron Fox, Anthony Melton, Denny. Okay, it's a nice little team. Little sense of ball action. Modest Buzelis. All right, they done came. Well, that's a nice looking roster. Young roster too that won the championship. Now let's prevent all these good players from retiring real quick. And then we go straight to league meetings. Now, one thing y'all know that I absolutely love in a video like this is to make sure that people can come into the league at 18 years old. Because if they can come in at 18 years... Hello? If they come in at 18 years old... Hello? Oh, here it is. You got to replace this one. If they can come in at 18 years old, there's a higher likelihood that you get the next Kobe or you get the next LeBron James. So we'll activate that. And there we go. All right. Go to the lottery. Who's going to get Chris McMillan? It will be the Utah Jazz. Because it's a fantasy draft, I don't know who's on that team yet, but we're going to see. They're going to take Chris McMillan from VTech, and he is a true 84 overall, and y'all saw what his floor and his ceiling was. I don't think that changed throughout the video. Yep. So he's still Elijah Wan and Dino. And yeah, we're going to see what he's about, but we're not going to put our eggs in the Chris McMillan basket. Who's he playing alongside in Utah, though? I guess that's the better question. He's okay. What the heck? They must have jumped up in the lottery. I wasn't paying attention. No way, this team lost the most amount of games. It's Scotty Barnes, Shea, Brandon Miller. This team's going to run the league if that second apron don't set them down before it's too late. Wow, that team is disgusting. Let me quickly go to the standings because that don't look like a team that was the worst in the league. They won 31. Okay, so they were one of the worst teams in the league for sure. And yeah, the 4th worst team in the league. Shea got a potentially generational center alongside him. But again, I don't want to act like McMillan is the dude like that. You know, he ain't Anthony Davis. Maybe he is. I don't know. Yeah, this team's about to be good already. Look at these. Everybody got better. Oh, Doe got worse. He's 32. Everybody else got better. This is such a young team around MVP Shea. He might get an MVP award because they're going to win, I think. I think they're going to win some games. Not the championship, but some games. Now, the question is, will this draft class have something similar? Off rip, maybe not. The top 2 guys are this Roland Hall and Clifford Houghton, who based on their overalls right here, projected overalls and their age and their size, I don't think any of these guys are going to be generational, but we will do our due diligence and scout them up a little bit. I think we somewhat focus on McMillan right now. But again, we always going to keep that door open for the real generational guy. I think we're just in the Wembanyama era. That's the generational player. I don't think anybody comes close to what he's doing. So Chris McMillan in his first year averages 13, 10, about 5 assists, which is a good sign if you want to be generational to spread the ball that well at the center position. About a block and a steal a game, two turnovers. Not bad. Shooting splits could be better, but again, he's a 19-year-old rookie, so that's pretty good. All the other awards. Uh-oh, our Bulls. Look at us. We're here. I doubt he's going to make an All-NBA team as a rookie, yeah, but he definitely is on top of the rookie team. All right, cool. Bulls 1 seed, baby. So this year's draft class, if you were wondering, don't got the generational guy. They got an 80 overall guy. He's Dominique Wilkins. He's Wally Zerviak. Y'all know that ain't generational. What? Hello? I scouted him. I scouted this guy and left it alone because I saw that his overall was a 79. He averaged 6 blocks per game, but it's only 2 games. Okay. Do we count that as generational? Hakeem Olajuwon, which is, it says Hall of Fame. I told y'all, sometimes I say, so Hakeem Olajuwon with the floor of Yao Ming? He's 22 years old, which is not a good sign. I tell you that. A 22-year-old generational player, I don't even know if that exists in nowadays. I mean, 30 years ago, maybe. Is he our guy? He's got the floor and the ceiling. His overall is not as high as our guy Chris McMillan from last year, but he's got the floor and the ceiling. Chris McMillan was also 19. This guy's 23. We got to keep tabs on both. I did not expect to see that man ceiling and floor to be Hall of Fame and then his floor be Yao Ming. That's interesting. All right, let's see who wins the championship for this year. The Jazz didn't even make it, by the way. I said the Jazz was going to win some games. They didn't win no games. Darius Garland versus Jaylen Brown and Donovan Mitchell. Wait, is that Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell on the same team again? Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland. See, they said it wouldn't work. It couldn't work out, and it can. And the rest of the team don't look too crazy, so they just got it done. That guy might be generational. That's nuts to me. That is all right. Let's see who wins the lottery. The Celtics, the Bucks, 76ers, Rockets, Suns in that order. Could he be generational and he doesn't get drafted first? Like I'm thinking about generational hype. Of course, like I said, Giannis wasn't in the high pick, but he ended up being generational. I want somebody that's coming in with hype. Can you be that guy? Oh, he still get drafted first. No, he might be that guy. He's going to the C's. He's 22 though. We got to keep tabs. So it's him with the Celtics, and then it is the Utah Jazz, McMillan. Now, we might have to drop McMillan depending on what this player progressor say. If he jump up, let's say 5 or more, he might be our guy. Let's see. Will it be he jumped up exactly 5? He got 16 badges. He's going to be 20 years old as an 89. I'm starting to think that he might be our generational, y'all. Look at this. Let's look at his stats. I almost said let's look at his YouTube numbers. Where's my brain at? Let's look at his YouTube numbers. That's nuts. Standing dunk, really high. He can hit the three-point ball, 83 as a 7'1" center. Free throw is good. Post hook is fine. Post control is great. His post moves about average right now, but again, he's 20 years old now. Draws a lot of fouls. Good IQ. Decent passing accuracy, at least for his position. He got good hands. He got IQ, but he does got so this is interesting. The offensive consistency jumped up 8. That's huge. Good defender. Solid blocks. Amazing rebounder. Smart defensively. His consistency ain't that great, but he's super fast for a 7'1" center. His vertical's really high. His intangibles are low, which means that, yeah, I think he might be our guy, y'all. We will keep tabs on other people, but I think that Chris McMillan might be our generational player. It happened in the first year. That feels unrealistic, but that's what happened. You saw me say auto-generate, and they auto-generated that guy. Thank you, 2K. You made my job easier. Because sometimes you sit through these videos and it ain't to year 8 until you get the generational guy. We might have got him in year 1. So we're going to take over the Utah Jazz, but not like literally take them over. They still can make all the trades, whatever. But we want to keep tabs on what the Jazz are doing. I wonder if it's a blessing or a curse that if he is our generational player, that he's on a team with Shea. Not Shea specifically, but like that generational guy, I kind of want him to go to a team that got nothing. He's going to be the second best player on his team, probably a lot of his career. So would that make him generational? We're going to keep going back to that question. Now let's go over to the Celtics. They got Kevin Durant, Brandon Ingram, Jordan Poole. So this guy's not even going to start. He's a third-string center as his rookie season. But he's going to probably be a starter by next year, considering Rudy Gobert's old and on the last year of his deal. And then Mo Wagner's probably not going to get better than the 80. So again, we'll keep tabs on him. Let's see scouting this year. Definitely don't got it. I mean, I can't say that. 6'7" point guard. 6'7" point guard, y'all. Hall of Fame ceiling. We don't know who that is just yet. Could this be our generational? We're going to ask the question every year. Could this be our generational player? Now, he don't like he going to come in with a high overall like these other dudes. So maybe that don't make him generational. He might be a Hall of Famer one day, but it may not make him generational. But we gonna scout him up without even knowing who the players are. They did say Hall of Fame, though. They did say Hall of Fame. This is so interesting. I don't think I've ever seen this, where he's 100% scouted, but they don't give him a player. They're just straight up just saying Hall of Fame and Dave Bing. Elite finishing ability, keen sense of knowing what to do in the big stops. But they're not, I mean, these look crazy. A+, A-. The defense is good. Athleticism is good. Sheesh. Hey, I mean, he may not be generational, but he looks like a really, really good ball player. I say that much. If you're wondering about our maybe generational guy, Chris, in his second year, numbers still look good. Not amazing. We'll see. We still looking at some stuff, y'all. Maybe this really should be a Wemby video. What? He's been averaging 36, 11/12, 3 assists, 2.5. He almost shot 50, 40, 90. That's nuts. So Mr. Hall looks good. I just don't know. I just don't know. Player progression is gonna tell us a lot. OKC is that nice. Utah Jazz, Shea is there. But also Chris McMillan in year 2. Hold on, y'all. The 20-year-old making all NBA. That sounds pretty G-E-N-E-R. G-E-N-E. Generationnal. That seems pretty generational. I think he's doing some good stuff, man. He might be our guy. He might be our guy. All right, good to know. Good to know. Here we go. They are in the playoffs too. First bit of playoff buzz. Let's see what you do. It is against the Lakers, led by, again, Tatum in the Lakers jersey. Feels so wrong, by the way. Jared Allen, OG Anunoby, Lou Dort, and they got Gus Frazier. Gus Frazier got a guard, Shea. Good luck, buddy. Brandon Miller, Scotty Barnes, Chris McMillan, and Shea. Sounds like a team that should be more than a 6 seed. I ain't gonna lie to you. Game 1 is a win for the good guys. And in the first appearance of his career when it comes to postseason, 31, 10, 9, 2, 2. Come on, he ain't shooting no free throws, though. Y'all know I don't like a big man that don't get to the line. Get to the line this game, man. Get to the line, big fella. I know y'all. James Harden is on our team, too. James Harden's on our team. He averaged 9 points in the regular season. All right. Get to the line, big fella. I ain't playing with you. No way we're about to play this whole series without you attempting a free throw. No way we're about to play this whole series without you attempting a free throw. You can't be generational if you can't get to the line. No way. Bro, actually, I was trolling. No, him not shooting no. How many free throws you attempt this whole season? 250 divided by 82. He got to the line like twice and some change a game. That's just not enough. Maybe I'm being harsh. There it is. He got an and 1. Maybe I'm being harsh on the young fella, but if you want to be known as generational, there's certain stuff you got to do. No way we just went to a 7-game series and lost. And he shot 5 free throws in this game, but they lost, so it don't matter. But he almost just went a whole 7-game series with 1 free throw attempt at 7-1. That's some DeAndre Ayton type of stuff. Also, Wemby just averaged 43 in the conference finals. What? What is his team, first of all? Let's look at his team. His numbers are too crazy. I think that he's got a bunch of like defensive demons on his team. Yeah, that's really what this team is about. Nobody else wants to score, so Wemby said, I got us. They're in the finals, though, and they're going to lose to Jared McCain and Devin Booker, Tari Eason, Cam Whitmore. There's some pretty cool teams that exist out here, man. Wait, Wemby didn't even make it to the final, but he averaged 42 in the conference final. He still won conference finals MVP, even though he didn't win, like he's Jerry West. Bron retired. Sorry, Bron. It is what it is. I also accidentally, this is why I don't like having it so that meetings are on. The top team from each conference, top teams in these conferences are seeded in their respective conference based on record. Top seed. Isn't that literally what we do anyway? The top teams from each conference are seeding in their respective conference based on record. That's literally what we already do, ain't it? Am I missing something? I don't know. Maybe I'm having another brain fart moment. Who wins the lottery for that 1-point guard from Miami? It will be the Washington Wizards. Did they just get their John Wall? Did they get their 6'7" John Wall? Yes, they did. Again, he looks pretty good. They didn't give him a real ceiling. So we'll, again, like all these other dudes, we'll keep a tab on him. I don't think he's our guy, though. I truly do believe that we got the guy in Chris McMillan now. Because he you know what I'm saying? He did his thing. He made an All-NBA team at 20. You just don't see year 2 players do that. He jumped up 4. He's 21 and he's a 93. He's got 16 badges. What exactly did he jump up the most in, though? Because he was already pretty good at a lot of different stuff. His 3-point shot continued to get better. His draw foul is a 90, but he just didn't do it. That means that his tendencies, he's playing away from the basket, maybe? No, his close shot is higher than the average for a center, so I don't know exactly what it is, but maybe that was just we caught him at a bad time. Maybe. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt, but he's really good. Then we get to the Celtics, he jumped up 8. Now, unfortunately, he's so old, so it's like, yeah, cool, but he is also super, super old with it. You know what I mean? He jumped up 8, though. That's nuts. Where's the rest of their team at? Okay, all right. We'll see. But again, McMillan might be our guy, Chris McMillan and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. If this core don't win at least one championship before they have to break it up, whoever's in control of the Utah Jazz, who is that? Danny Ainge and son Ainge? I forgot his son's name already. Danny Ainge and don't matter too much. If they don't win a championship with these guys, then they failed. I truly do believe that way, man. I do believe they failed. Brandon Miller got a nice max. Scotty is on the max. They not gonna be able to stay together all this video. So they gotta make some shake. Game 1 is McMillan. See, look, he's gonna be buried. His overall stats may not look generational because he got all of these other killers on his team. Jet Howard is a killer right now. 7 made threes. Let's take a look at this draft class. Willard Peterson. Interesting. We keeping tabs? We'll keep tabs. Yep. All right. Now they're just doing it. Now they're just doing it to make fun of me. They give me the exact same comps for every center. We gonna stick to Chris McMillan. Maybe Willard Peterson is nice, but why? Give me another great center. Where's Hakeem? Where's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? You know what I mean? Where's Bill Russell? Somebody give me a Bill Russell comp, and then we'll talk. But I'm done with Hakeem Olajuwon and Yao Ming Floor. No way. New objective. Somebody take this man down. Take him down. He's just got 4 MVPs in a row. He's about to be the GOAT. He just needs some rings. Obviously, he can't be the GOAT without no rings. Let's be real. But if he gets some rings, bro, it's GG's, man. That's the GOAT. Bronny James wins Rookie of the Year. 4 years after he was drafted, he finally hit the floor. So that's a bad sign for that point guard that got drafted to the Wizards, bro. You couldn't even beat Bronny James' stats. And them good stats, but you can beat that as a first overall pick. That's not a good sign, man. Doug Curry. Can't shoot, though. You ain't living up to that last name, brother. You ain't living up to that last name. Tatum's been clutch player of the year a bunch. Do we see? So Shea is on first team. McMillan's on second team. Love that for us. Jaden Ivey is on third team. Whoa. Welcome back, Jaden Ivey, baby. Let's take a look at that rookie, though. Let's take a look at him because I was very curious what he's going to do. So he was a third string, so that makes some sense. He didn't even play. The first overall pick didn't play. Yikes. He didn't play because Jordan Poole is on the team. Super yikes. Let's go to the Celtics center. See what he do this year. He did become the full-time starter. What type of numbers? 16, 10, and 5. Pretty solid. I know that we did see our boy made it to All-NBA second team, but we didn't look at his stats, so let's take a look at him right now. McMillan averaged 19, 11, and 6. His efficiency dropped by 5% on the field goals and about by 4% on the three-pointers. That ain't great. I'm just waiting for that. I just don't know if he'll ever put up generational numbers strictly because of the team that he's on. First round, good team. Lonzo, Austin Reeves is on there. Amen Thompson's coming off the bench. Because why is he the photo guy but not in the starting lineup? What's going on in Houston? What's going on in Houston? He's coming off the bench? Tell me this ain't so. He started only 59 games this year. Bro, you deserve to be fired for that, man. I ain't gonna lie. I bet he start now, though. No. Because of Doug Curry, the guy that can't shoot. Free throws, 4 free throws. Yeah. Let's get out of the first round, y'all, please. This team has too much talent to be first round exits every year. There we go. Second round to go against the 8-seeded Pelicans. Uh-oh. They got Kyrie, Stevie Potter, Jake LaRavia, Tari Eason, and Zubac. Zubac, can you hold your own against Mr. McMillan? Triple-double for Mr. McMillan. Shea with 25, 5, and 6. I see you. Game 2 is also us. Come on, man. It wasn't your game, but it was us. Game 3, I mean, he ain't been having great performances. But, like, the teams in the conference finals, yeah, this is the matchup we need to see. I'm simcasting every single one of these games. I need to see McMillan versus Wemby. Because this is where you determine if you're really generational. You go against a 4-time MVP and destroy him in a series. At least one game. I mean, the team is winning. Oh. The team was winning. Oh. Well, that turned very, very fast. Wemby, 37, 14, and 3. McMillan, only 18, 10, and 5. Bro, that fourth quarter, they scored 54 points. They scored 54 points in the fourth quarter alone. That is a catastrophic choke job by our team. Hopefully in game 2, we can come out and win. This is looking very similar to game 1. I'll tell you that. This time around, we might be able to keep it going. Up by 5, up by 4 with 2 minutes. I think that's close enough for us to jump. We just need to hold the lead. And see what we can do. All right, so McMillan is in the game. Wemby is guarding him. McMillan swag. Oh, my God. Let's take a look at it. You can't be generational with negative swag, man. What we got on your feet? Are those Russell Westbrook? I can't even tell what those are. Never mind. I'm out of the loop. It got the number 3 on them. Oh, am I tripping? We'll look after the game. Swag all messed up, man. Okay. All right, just hoop, man. Just hoop. Dang. I feel like if you ain't gonna have no swag, you gotta consciously not have no swag. Like Tim Duncan didn't have no swag on purpose, but because he didn't have no swag, it made him have swag. Oh my God. Hey, good shot. Good shot. That was disgusting, by the way. Now lock up. He did a turnaround, foot on the line, long 2-pointer for my starting center. Nah, you ain't generational, gang. I already said it. Give him a post touch. Yup. Versus DPOY/MVP Victor Wembanyama. Same turnaround jumper. This time it's green, baby. Yeah, he might be generational. He got 35 tonight. What's up with the Thompson brothers getting messed up by their coaches? The other Thompson brother didn't even start. This Thompson brother's minute left, and he's not even on the court. Shea not on the court either, though, so I guess that's fine. Wemby playing point center. But guess what? McMillan is there. I never looked at McMillan's defensive stats, but it like he holding his own against the 4-time MVP. Oh, spoke a little bit too soon. That guy is a cheat code. He is a cheat code. All right, we good. We good. Brandon Miller's playing point guard right now. Oh, my God. Leak ahead. McMillan. Wemby don't play that. You know Wemby don't play that. You know. Why is he wearing a number? I don't know. You know Wemby don't play that. And look, you caught behind him, and guess what? That's a bucket for him. You're going to lose this game, McMillan. I ain't going to lie. 2 of the 3 shots you taking look trash. 2 of the 3 shots you taking is look trash, and Wemby's getting in his bag. Oh, good slip. There it is. Oh, that's a Shaquille O'Neal dunk package. I like that. That's that Shaquille O'Neal to the rim down. Oh, okay. Maybe he is generational. All right, here we go. We need to stop. I love how they're basically playing no point guard basketball and letting Wemby cook. Yup. Where you going, Wemby? To the basket? Nope. Go rebound, McMillan. And he's fouled. And guess what? He gonna hit some free throws. He's a 90% free throw shooter. That's green. Them green beans. Oh, they're not in the bonus yet. Dang. Well, Shea is on the court. I'm assuming Shea gonna get the free throws. I think we walk out of here with a win. I didn't love what I saw from McMillan, but he got a couple buckets when it mattered the most. And a stop when it mattered the most. Shea's gonna get fouled. Cool. Yeah, we out of here. I don't think they can come back and win that one. Go win. Go win, team. 36 for Wemby. 37 for Chris. Who's the better player here? Come on, numbers are numbers. Men lie, women lie. But numbers don't. All right, what sneakers was he wearing? Because that's going to bother me if I don't know. Oh, they're LeBron Soldier 14s. Why has it got 3 on the front? Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe that's not a 3. I thought that was a 3, but it's not. Swag all messed up. Even the number. Oh. Whatever. Game 3 of the series is a win for us as well. McMillan wasn't amazing. Jalen Johnson, forgot you was even on this team, buddy. I ain't heard from you. Yeah, you can't be generational giving us 9 points, and then not gonna make. Oh, game 7, ladies and gentlemen. It is in OKC. Y'all know that crowd gonna go nuts. But maybe this is where we submit our legacy as one of the greats in NBA history. It's a close game. How close? Not that close, ladies and gentlemen. Your Utah Jazz are heading to the conference finals. Shea is the conference finals MVP. That makes sense. 46-11 for Wemby. McMillan with 37-11. It ain't 46, but that's a pretty good game. The finals is the Chicago Bulls versus the Utah Jazz. We've seen this final a few times in NBA history. The team from Chicago has always been victorious. I can tell you right now, John Collins can't guard Chris McMillan. They got an old Kawhi Leonard. Reza Shea is there. John Moran is there. It's a nice roster. I just think we're better. Is that crazy to think? Game 1 we lost. Okay. Trae Young is coming off the bench. They got Trae Young coming off the bench. So, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, Ja. Demetrius. All right, slow down, big fella. We weren't talking no trash. There it is. We just had to get in our home court. It's cool. We gonna protect home court. No, we're not. We're down 3-1. Oh, here it is. 3-1. Nope. Ja Morant and Trae Young on the same team. Kawhi Leonard got another championship and called it a career. You know what? I ain't even mad at you, brother. I ain't even mad at you. Because you know why? Because you're going to get your Hall of Fame and you should get your jersey retired by a few teams. Oh, just the Clippers. Okay, Spurs. I know y'all relationship ain't that great, but I was expecting retirement. I won't lie. NBA lottery. The Wizards win it again. The Bulls just won the championship and they got the second pick. When did Milwaukee trade them? All right. Now, again, this center, I forgot his name already, but this center in this draft also has a Hakeem and the Yao Ming thing going on. Oh, yeah, Peterson. So, shout out to him. The Bulls just won the championship and then ended up, second overall pick wasn't good. Eugene? No disrespect to the Eugenes watching this video, but Eugene? I don't know about an NBA player named Eugene. I'm sure if you were a scientist, that's the perfect name, but basketball player? I don't know. Let's go to NBA history real quick. NBA player's name, Eugene. Oh yeah, it's a few. I remember one of these guys. This guy. Omu Ruyi. I mean, cup of coffee. About 90 games in his NBA career. No disrespect. He's an NBA player and I'm not, so he's obviously doing something way better than I am. All right, let's go to play progressives. Look at these people that have been drafted. So far, McMillan has been good enough to make an All-NBA appearance. He's been good enough to make it to the NBA Finals, but that's kind of it. He is only a 94. He only jumped up one. In my mind, generational means you never stop growing. All right. Hall jumped up 3. That's cool. And then that point guard, he wasn't generational, but I am curious about him. He jumped up 5. He's still not going to be starting because Jordan Poole is on the team. Oh, and the other guy's not going to be starting because Daniel Gafford's on the team? Yikes. Jeremy Kane is on the team now too, though. They picked up Jeremy Kane in free agency. That's a win. Jeremy Kane just was in the conference finals the other year. I forget what year that was, but he was just in the conference finals. So, yeah, obviously really nice with it. I'm like kind of hoping that he ends up on a different team. No disrespect to these dudes. I just want to see him on a team where he is the best player. Shai's got 2 years left, but the way Shai be rolling, I feel like as soon as they put the money in front of him, you're going to be like, yep, that's me. I'm signing that. All right, first overall pick in this year's draft, Larry Bird. Dude. 100% draft class, whatever, quality is kind of OP. We've got 2 Hakeem Olajuwons, 3 Hakeem Olajuwons. We got 3 Hakeem Olajuwons, and then a Larry Bird in 4 years or 5 years. That's nuts. Larry Bird, he is a 6'11" small forward. Y'all know how, ew. I don't like any of these attributes. But y'all know how I feel. If you are taller than what your normal position is in the game of 2K, you kind of a cheat code. You kind of a cheat code. If you see a 6'7" point guard, that guy's probably going to be nice. You see a 6'10" small forward, and I don't know if you saw that his secondary position says shooting guard. Shooting guard! He might be him. That's all we can say. Peterson didn't start, but he did put up some good stats. Trae Young is sixth man of the year. My God, Tatum. He's just farming Clutch Player of the Year awards. It don't even pop up on his award sheet. That's trash. Also, 2K, can we get to the point where we can stroll on award sheets? Because if a player has more than 6 total awards, then maybe we should be able to see all of the awards. But whatever. Let's see. Shai made it. McMillan makes it. I mean, it's cool. I bet his stats ain't crazy. Oh, he finally broke 20 points per game. Finally. I ain't trying to knock my boy, right? I ain't trying to knock my boy at all. But when I be thinking generational, I'm thinking about these stats. Not 20 points per game. Come on, man. 20 points per game. Let's look at the other rookies. The other guys we care about in this video. We're going to go to the Wizards. And the Wizards, our boy Sims averaged 17, 5, and 5. He shot it very well in year 2. You did see Rookie of the Year was Peterson. He averaged 13, 8, and 4. And then, who is it? Yeah, our center here, Hall, 16, 10, and 5. Cool. I ain't about to sit here and act like these first couple rounds matter to me for the Utah Jazz. Get back to the finals. Second round, let's see. I don't know this team. Oh, this is Donovan Mitchell team with Alex Sarr. Okay. Okay. That's a nice team. Nice team. Do we see Wembanyama in the NBA Finals? Nope. Nope. We do get... These are the same, like, 4 teams making it to the finals every single season. Let's see who Mr. Larry Bird is going to. To the Hornets, it look like. All right. Maybe he is the guy. Who knows? He is selected first overall. He's only a 76. So, generational? Larry Bird. You see what that 3-point rating is? You talking about Larry Bird? Maybe Larry the Lobster. Larry. I feel like there's another Larry that I'm forgetting about. Larry Hughes. Dang, I feel like there's more Larrys. Larry Fundenberg. Larry Fitzgerald. No, Larry Fitzgerald was a legend. Larry Nance, Larry Keenan, Larry Johnson, Larry Jones, Larry Smith, Larry Drew, Larry Costello. My bad. I Googled it. There's a lot of Larrys that I just didn't think about. Sorry, Larry. Sorry. Jumped up 2. That's fun. Oh, I mean, listen, this is literally generational. He's 23 years old, and he is tied for the 4th best player in the entire league. That's great. I'm just waiting for the day where oh my God, this guy's sitting in free agency? How? Hello, Memphis? You didn't re-sign him? I mean, his numbers don't look that crazy for 93. So maybe you're right. But man, yeah, Hall is stagnant at 90. Not surprised there too much. If we go to the Wizards, up 7. Oh no, the Wizards. Oh my God, he jumped up 8. Hold on, Willard. Do we shift gears to Mr. Willard? He is 20 years old. He's a 91 overall. He is the best player on his team. Unlike our guy McMillan. And McMillan can't do nothing about that. Shea exists. Shea's dope. Shea is great. But he can't do nothing about that. Peterson said, nah, I'm him. And then he got a great young point guard alongside him in Boyd Sims, who looks great as well. His 3-point rate didn't go up, but it was already an A+. He might be the guy. We gonna see. We gonna see. All right, this year's first overall pick, Felipe Estrada. He's cool. He's nothing to write home about. So that's fine. I'm gonna take control of the Wizards too, just so I can watch both of them. Just monitor both teams. You know what I mean? Because both teams could potentially have the guy we care about. Hey, stop the counting, bro. Stop the counting. Did he get a ring yet? I forget already. Don't think he's got a ring yet. 6 DPOYs, 6 straight MVPs, 6 straight All-Stars, 6 straight All-NBA first teams. Like, I just don't know what else you're supposed to do against this brother. I just don't know. I don't know who this guy is. He was undrafted, though. He's 25. Undrafted. Okay. Hey, I like that. That's a good story. Most improved is our guy Willard. He averaged 16, 11, and 6. Shooting splits could be better for a center, but again, we're only talking about a year 2 player, so you can't be too mad at him. McMillan is on first team. He almost is at 21 points per game. I mean, he's going to go down as one of the GOAT's back accolades. All NBA appearances pretty much every year of his career. Rookie of the year, all-star appearances, obviously. No championships just yet. He's going to go down as one of the greatest, but it just don't feel that way. Greg Matthews, 25th overall pick, made it to, wow, shout out to him. He even made an all-defensive team. Both of our guys did, so that's really dope. I don't think he had made an all-defensive team before this year. Can they put it together, though? Can they finally put it together? This team is too good to not have a championship, right? Unless they lost somebody, Shea, Brandon Miller, Scotty. That big four, see, that's 4 90 overall players. Teams don't just have that sitting around. That should be good enough to beat Wemby in the 7. Oh, somebody else beat Wemby in the 7. Hold on, it might be us this time around. Wow, Wemby and them lost to Porzingis, Barry Smith Jr., Jaden McDaniels, Tyler Hero, 92 Tyler Hero. Him in blue don't feel right. I know where he went to college and everything, but it looks weird to see him in blue right now. Anyway, first game is a win. Second game is a win. Are we going back to the finals? It looks like we're going back to the finals to go against the Atlanta Hawks this time. It is Kay Cunningham, Dyson Daniels, Jay Butler, Malcolm Cardinal. It's a lot of auto-generated guys that are really good right now. I think that's that 99 or /100 draft class thing. Like, even if you're not the first overall pick, you can end up being a 90. We lose game 1. AJ Mitchell off the bench. I respect it. Game 2 is a win for the Jazz. There we go. Triple-double and some free throws. Just 2, but and some free throws. Game 3, no. Game 4, yes. Can we win the finals? Game 7s. Whoo! Game 7s, baby. Here we go. First quarter is all Utah. Second quarter, can it be all Utah too? No. The Atlanta Hawks fight back a little bit. They're still down by a lot. It looks like our boy is a champion. Unfortunately for him, he's probably not finals MVP. He is. So can we say he was the best player on the championship team? Talk to me. Talk to me. The crazy things have happened. Shea is almost a perfect All-NBA player to 98 overall. And yet, McMillan was the MVP of the NBA Finals. It's him. He's him again. We've had so many cycles thinking about McMillan. Was he good enough? No, wait, he might be good enough. And Clippers win the lottery, but this is not a draft class with a super stud in it anyway. I think it's McMillan, man. We're gonna see. Player progression. If he is still getting better, That's all NBA. First team, second team, third team, championship, MVP, finals MVP. I just don't think he gonna ever get the MVPs. You know, like a regular season MVP will go a long way for him. I just don't think that's in his cards. And what generational player do you know with 0 MVPs? That don't even make sense to me. But I mean, he's going against this monster every single season. He was born in the wrong era. You know what I mean? Like Kobe only got one, but that's at least one. You gotta at least get one. You gotta at least get one, big fella. These guys look good over here, man. If Washington don't make the postseason this year, then somebody should be fired. But Willard is not the best player on the team anymore. It's Sims. Sims just blossomed up. I'm looking at you. I see you. He was almost 50. He was 50-40. 50-40. It's pretty good. And now McMillan is the third best player in the league, only behind his own teammate and Mr. MVP himself, Victor Wembanyama. That's pretty impressive stuff. That's pretty impressive stuff. Bro, am I getting real life trolled right now? Every center that's projected to go 1 has been Hakeem Yao Ming. I real life feel like I'm getting trolled by 2K. Are they serious? Just might be the most insane run we've seen in one of these videos, man. I can't make up 7 straight MVPs. 7 of them. That's it. That is ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Chris McMillan was second in MVP. He averaged 24, 15, and 8. Dude, he was so close to MVP. Dude, somebody's gotta do something about this guy. Right? He gotta, like, I don't know, sit a season out, go play baseball. Go play baseball. Yeah, I think that's a very good idea. A lot of former MVPs go play baseball for a year or two and then come back. Oh my God, Willard is on second team. A lot of these guys that we care about are making, oh my God, even Hall, baby. A lot of these guys we care about are making big things. And look at Chris, he's second in DPOY too. So he could be generational, just playing in the Wemby era, and there's nothing you can do about the Wemby era. Go get another ring, bro. Oh, whoa, go get another ring. You didn't even make the playoffs straight up. Whoa. I mean, they did make it eventually, but like, whoa, what a fall from grace. He's a 99, by the way. That's probably a morale boost, but he's still 99. We are the 7th seed. Yeah, we may not. Yeah, that's something. Let's take a look at the other side. That point guard from Florida, or from Miami, Florida, is doing his thing. Willard was not so great in the postseason. 33% from the center's trash. Hey, but you know what? Let me double check this. Off the top of my mind, I don't remember. Yeah, Wemby's got 0 rings, though. Wemby's got 0 rings. Listen, McMillan at least got a ring. Right here, baby. And he got a finals MVP. Wembanyama don't got that. So you could argue that this has been a better run. No, I can't even argue that. Let me chill. The Hornets win the lottery. We don't really care about the draft anymore. It's more about player progression and stuff. I mean, the dude is a 99, so I don't assume he's going to go up. I don't know how they fell off so much to be a playing team this year, but they were. 99, Shea dropped. He's 33, so that's making some sense to me. All players in the league, he is now a higher overall than Victor Wembanyama. That's something. But look at our other 2 young guys down here too. We got a couple. I don't know who you are, Julian. 6th pick. Oh no, this is the guy that was sitting in free agency. He's bouncing around the league. But he found a home now with the 76ers, but surprised it took that long. I ain't gonna lie to you. Doug Curry's nice, but him and Amen Thompson are fighting for who should be playing. Spoiler alert, it should be Amen Thompson. That Doug Curry guy only got 13 badges. That's gonna be the determining factor. If y'all the same overall, who got the better badges? And it was Amen Thompson, who should be the guy. All right, I'm giving my boy McMillan 1 more year to potentially take the crown away from Wembanyama. I think it's unrealistic based on our boy only averaging 23, and that was a career year. And if Wemby averaged 23, they're going to be like he fell off. You know, first game of the year, big loss. McMillan was a triple-double machine. I like those averages. Let's get some wins, though. I really like those averages. They done dropped a little bit now. Oh, boy. I don't think he's going to get that MVP award, man. I don't think he's going to get that MVP award. It's just not going to happen. Dude, this is like, I don't even know what to say. He's winning every award. MVP, DPOY, Clutch Player of the Year, Coach of the Year, Executive of the Year. McMillan is 2nd in MVP. 3rd in MVP is Willard Peterson, who's also doing great stuff. 24, 12, and 6. He might be him. And 26 for Chris. I said this is going to be the last year. It can't be the last year. I can't let it be the last year, y'all. I'm sorry. He's so close to taking down Wembanyama. Wemby's stats, I was going to say are dropping, but they're still so good. Oh, man. I'm going to give it another year. They're back in the postseason. How about we beat Wembanyama in the second round? How about that? We can't even see him in the second round. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Wemby got a chance right now to put all of the bed. He does. He finally gets over the hump at age 28, which is about the time people win their first championship. Not going to lie. Dang, man. It's a tough time, bro. It's a tough time to try to be generational if Wembanyama's in the league. Next time we do a video like this, I'm deleting Wembanyama from I'm deleting Wembanyama from existence, dog. No, you're not gonna be the generational talent in the video where I'm trying to create the generational talent. One more year, bro. Just one more year. I think we could do it, bro. I feel like we could do it. I just don't know if we can. He's a 99. Is Wemby even dropping at 28 years old? No way, right? No way he's getting any worse. Who's it play? OKC? Yeah, nah, he's if anything, his 3-point ball is better. Oh my goodness. I just want to see can I cheat for McMillan? Can I turn his minutes played to 48? I'm doing it. I don't care. He's been doing such good things without us adjusting anything. Sorry, Ochai Agbaji and Corey Kispert and all of y'all. I'm giving y'all minutes away to the big fella. The big fella got to get it done this year. Everybody in Utah wants to see him win. First game when playing every minute is a 26, 12, and 12. If you average 26, 12, and 12, I think you win over Wembanyama's 32, 12, and 5, whatever it was. Ah! He did it! 28.8, 15, and 7. Now he did, of course, have to give him 48 minutes a game. His per 36 number is going to be what? 26. Okay. But he did it. He did it. Our generational talent, Chris McMillan, with the worst swag in all of the NBA, he finally gets an MVP award. Amin Thompson took DPOY from Wemby. Wemby, like, did he actually go play baseball? He didn't get no awards this year? Oh, we get Clutch Player of the Year? He don't get no awards this year? He was second in an MVP, though. And then fifth was Willard. Boyd was sixth. Wow, bro. I cannot believe that, bro. And Chris was runner-up to DPOY. So he could have had a Wembanyama year, MVP and DPOY. But can you max it all out with winning a championship? They are the 5 seed, which is not a good place to be if you want to win. I just don't know how this team hasn't been performing these last couple years. Oh, they're playing Doug and Amin Thompson together in Houston, so that's probably the best that you can do. Game 1, we lost. 2, win. I don't feel comfortable with this team winning the championship. I just don't think it's going to happen. Can we even get to the second round? We were up 3-1. Okay, we're in the second round to go against the Minnesota Timberwolves, who won the most games in the Western Conference, at least. Sar, Bari, Jalen Green, Davion, and Herb Jones. That's a really nice lineup. I respect that team a lot. They win game 1. We fight back with game 2. They win game 3. Dang. No championship this year for our guy. That's okay. The Wizards also lost. They were very close to making it to the conference finals, but they don't. The championship is going to go to Jalen Green, finals MVP. Let's go. Let's go. All right, that's it. It took a long time, but the first guy we found was our generational guy. He's only 27. The accolades look like champion, MVP, finals MVP, 6-time All-Star, 4-time All-NBA first team, some second teams, and a third team. He ain't Wembanyama, but he was pretty good. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.